What up, people? It's your boy Chig from Guna Eagle Eye coming to you again with a brand new video. This time it's to preview the Newcastle versus Arsenal game. And, well, we're back in the Premier League. We have a little snapshot of what has happened prior to this point. We've had a half-fought Thursday game, quarter-final game against CSKA Moscow, where we drew 2-2. We're losing that game 2-0. Thanks to just sloppy defending all round, to be fair. I think we were poor defending defensive-wise. Lacazette was poor. Just a lot of people in the team on Thursday were pretty poor going into that game. But just the sheer quality, probably effort, told in the end. And maybe they got tired and we were allowed to get into the game more. And Danny Welbeck did, I'm gonna say, a skillful turn. I'm gonna asterisk that though. Opened up, got himself a goal, which probably made their heads drop, and then Aaron Ramsey put the icing on the cake, 2-2. 6-3 in aggregate, game done. But they really put up a spirited fight. Obviously, since then, now we've been drawn Atletico Madrid. I've given my thoughts on that. If you want to check out those thoughts, do go through my video archives and just check out my thoughts on that. But in a snapshot, I think we'll beat them. I'm confident. Go find out why. And now going into this Newcastle game, where Newcastle are a team with a little bit of confidence lately. You know, Newcastle are always one of them teams where whenever they're in the Premier League, a lot of focus is on them. But if you notice, this year it's not really happened so much. I guess it's just because there's been other things that have been happening, whether it's Mo Salah's brilliance for Liverpool or us just languishing down in 6th place and people wondering if Burnley can catch us, to Chelsea going from champions to 5th, or Jose Mourinho saying some wild shit. It's just allowed Newcastle to kind of just go underneath the radar. I know there was a lot of fuss prior to Christmas about them being bought, and I thought at the time they ain't going to be bought. And shock horror, they ain't been bought. They're a team I like. I must admit, I like everything about Newcastle. I do. It's a good night out. Newcastle girls, just in case the wifey's listening, I'm talking about years ago. But the Newcastle girls are polite. And yeah, it's I like everything. They're really friendly at Newcastle. I do. I like Newcastle a lot. Good people, and I've never met a Scouse that's gone out of their way to be a dickhead to me. So a Scouse, I'm so sorry, a Geordie has gone out of their way. I've definitely seen a couple of Scousers gone out of their way to be a dickhead, but not a Geordie. Sorry. And they've always been kind of a I wouldn't go as far as say second team, but a team that I've followed and like and hope they do well. And I do like Rafa Benitez as a manager. I think he's a good manager. Don't get me wrong, I don't necessarily want him to be an Arsenal manager, but I think he's a good manager. And he is at a big club. Just need to get rid of that damn owner. That's all they need to do. And who knows, they might start shooting back up the table. This will be difficult. I know that our record at Newcastle is not horrendous. Weirdly, our record at Newcastle is in a lot of ways better than it is when we play Newcastle at the Emirates, which makes no fucking sense. But that's Arsenal for you. So I'm quietly confident going into this game, provided that we work hard and that we pick the right team. And the team is going to be an interesting one. We don't play Atletico Madrid until the week after next. So that gives us an opportunity to play a little bit of a stronger team. For me, I wouldn't go overly strong. I still think we need to wrap certain players in cotton wool. I think that will be reflected in the team that I pick. And there's certain people who are just out of form completely, and I just want to take them out of the limelight. And I hope that Wenger does the same. So for me, this would be the team that I pick to face Newcastle on Sunday. For me, I go with Petr Cech. I think a lot of people have been harsh with Petr Cech. You know, I thought the first goal that went in wasn't his fault. I thought it was a good save. Just our whole fucking defence were ball watching, particularly Mustafi. And before you knew it, it was 1-0 on Thursday. So I thought the second goal, and I said it at the time in my review, I felt like he could have done better with that. I do. I thought it was a good stop, but I just felt like he didn't push it wide enough, and I felt like it didn't give our defence, who quite frankly are late reactors, enough of a chance to recover. So I felt the second goal was his fault, but I'm still happy for him to start this game. So Petr Cech starts for me. Right back, I go with Hector Bellerin because why not? You know, why not? Hector Bellerin starts this game. In defence, and this is where I'm going to start making changes. This may surprise you guys, and you may not necessarily agree with this, but fuck it, this is what I would do. I actually dropped Koscielny and Mustafi for different reasons. Koscielny because I feel like we need to wrap this guy in cotton wool. If Costa does play against us, he's actually one of our defenders that Koscielny does have some sort of understanding of how to play him. And with that in mind, we may just need to wrap Koscielny in cotton wool till we get to that Atletico Madrid tie. We need all the advantages we can get. His record against Costa is actually not bad. Generally, Costa only did well when Koscielny wasn't in defence. Go check it, trust me. Every time we played well against Chelsea, it's because Koscielny's generally had a handle on Costa. So I would wrap Koscielny in cotton wool and actually drop him for this match. And Mustafi because he's in terrible form. So for me, I bring in Holding and I bring in Chambers for this match, just to give him a little run out, a little bit of experience. Perhaps keep Mustafi on the bench in case one of them ran into terrible form. But that would be my two for the defence. Left back, I love Monreal. I love him. But I'm going to play Kolasinac for this game. Just to give him a little run out, a little bit of experience. I think for Kolasinac, he really needs to find out what he can do to try and put pressure on Monreal, to try and force himself into the team. So that's what I'd like to see. So I'd like to see a good performance from Kolasinac. So Kolasinac plays for me. In the middle, I rest Aaron Ramsey. He heroically carried on. Gosh, I saw that picture with him with the staples in his leg. That looked horrendous. So for me, I rest Aaron Ramsey's. And I think Benner will as well. And I bring in Granit Xhaka. I know he didn't play on Thursday because he was ill. I'm hoping he's feeling a little bit better. And fair play to Granit. I've given him a lot of stick. You guys know this. But he has done very well recently. So I'm hoping that he continues. So for that reason, I play Granit Xhaka in this game. Alongside Granit, I'm going to bring in someone that helps Granit play well that isn't Aaron Ramsey. He plays well with two players in particular. Aaron Ramsey is one. Mohamed El Nene is the other. And I thought El Nene was fantastic on Thursday. Probably didn't really emphasise that enough. I thought in the first half, he was a very interesting presence, but he was a presence nonetheless. In the second half, he became more of an attacking threat, which I wouldn't like to see too much from El Nene, but I'll tell you what, he did a very Xavi-like, Pirlo-like type of role on Thursday, which I really liked from him. I'd like to see more of that, please. So Mohamed El Nene plays in this game for me. Then I'm going to go with 3 across that line, so Jack gets dropped. I think he's been in horrendous form. So as my number 10, I play Mesut Ozil because I only play Ozil in this game because we don't have a midweek game, so he may as well play. So Mesut earns his 350,000 bags a week. 350,000 bags a week. You're playing number 10. On the right hand side, I play Alex Iwobi because fuck it, I play Alex Iwobi. Come at me, I don't give a damn. I thought he played very well against Southampton. Yes, he missed a horrendous chance, which I know people were baying for me to mention in my last video. Alright, so he missed a chance. Quite a few people missed a chance. Outside of that, I don't think he did much wrong. So I'd like to see him play in this game. So Alex Iwobi plays in this game on the right hand side. On the left hand side, let's start him. I'm going to start Alex Lacazette. I think he'll end up playing up front anyway if he was to start that left hand side. But I want to see Alex Lacazette play with the main man up top. I know Welbeck has done really, really well. And actually, for that reason, I'd rest Welbeck. I think he's played every single game recently. And you know how fragile Welbeck can be. So I'd actually lean towards resting him. And I'd play Lacazette as a result of that. And up top, I'm going to go with Aubameyang because he's in lethal form. You know, I didn't realise this until actually last night that he's actually had the best start as a goal-scoring striker that Arsenal have ever had. In amazing form. I think it's 6 in 7 that he's got, which is fantastic. This is why you pay that dough, Arsenal. You buy a goal-scoring threat, world-class player. So Aubameyang is the main man up top, and I think that has more than enough to actually. I think we'll beat them 2-0. I'm confident. I am confident. I know it's a difficult place to go. They have such passionate fans up there, but I'm confident we can do the job. You guys let me know what you think. Leave it in the comments down below. Absolutely crush and destroy that like button. Sorry, it's gone on a little bit longer than I wanted it to go on, but I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm out of here. I'll be back for the review tomorrow, straight after the game. I may have a guest or two. Who knows? Been a while since I've done a live show. I'll think about that one. All right, people. I'm out of here. Take care.